This is example 5 from lesson R.5. We are supposed to solve this quadratic equation by the process of completing the square. The first thing you want to do when you complete the square is make sure that your leading coefficient is a 1, and that is actually not the case here. So this is a 3. So remember, we have to divide everything by 3. And actually, we're in really good shape here because it turns out 3 will go into all of these numbers evenly. So that's going to give me smaller numbers to deal with, which is very nice. So now my quadratic equation, x squared minus 8x minus 2 is equal to 0. I'm going to put that x in there. Okay. All right. So now, in order to complete the square, I'm supposed to isolate the terms that have a variable x on them. So that means I should add this 2 over to the other side. All right, this is going to give me x squared minus 8x equal to 2. Okay, now we're going to do the process of completing the square. Now that involves looking at your middle term here, negative 8, okay, and we're supposed to divide negative 8 by 2, and then whatever answer we get, we're supposed to square that. And that's what we're going to add to both sides of our equation here. So let's see, negative 8 divided by 2, this is going to give me negative 4, and negative 4 squared is going to give me a positive 16. So I'm going to add 16 to both sides of the equation here. So we got x squared minus 8x plus 16 equals 2 plus 16. All right. So on the left here, we're going to factor this side, and then I'm going to combine my like terms over there on the right-hand side. Okay, so on the left, we are looking for things that will multiply and give me positive 16, but they'll add together and give me negative 8. Then that's going to be negative 4 and negative 4, because negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Negative 4 plus negative 4 is going to give me negative 8. And then, of course, my variable is x. And on the other side, 2 plus 16 is going to give me 18. All right. So the equation we have is actually x minus 4 squared is equal to 18. And now I am going to use the square root property to solve this. That means I'm going to square root both sides. Now I'm going to have to move up here where I've got a little bit more room. All right, so we're going to square root x minus 4 squared. And remember, I want the positive and negative square root of 18. All right, over here on the left, the radical and the 2 will cancel, leave me with just the parentheses x minus 4. Over on the right, we need to check 18 and see if it'll break down. 18 is not a perfect square, but it does have a perfect square in it. So let's see, 18 is 2 times 9, and then 9 can break down into 3 times 3. And then remember, the square root means I need a pair of something. Here's a pair of 3's. And then this 2 has no partner, so it's going to stay underneath the radical sign like so. And finally, since I'm solving for x, I'm going to need to add this 4 over to the other side here. Now keep in mind, these are not like terms. So the solution to my equation looks like 4 plus or minus 3 times the square root of 2.